What if I told you that one of the healthiest foods you eat could also be the most dangerous? It sounds crazy, right? We all try to eat well. We fill our shopping carts with fresh, vibrant produce. We think we are making the best choices for our families. But sometimes, danger hides where you least expect it. It's not in the candy aisle or the soda section. It's lurking right there, in the produce drawer of your refrigerator. This hidden threat is responsible for more foodborne illnesses in America than any other vegetable. It's a food we are told to eat every single day for our health. You might be thinking of something exotic or strange, maybe a rare mushroom or a wild plant, but the truth is much closer to home. The vegetable causing the most trouble is one you probably have in your kitchen right now. It's a staple in salads, sandwiches, and healthy smoothies. We chop it, blend it, and serve it to our children, believing we are giving them the best nutrition possible. But without proper care, this simple food can carry harmful germs. These germs can make you very sick. It's time to pull back the curtain and reveal the shocking truth about this everyday food. The culprit I'm talking about is leafy greens. Yes, you heard me right. Foods like lettuce, spinach, and kale are at the top of the list for food-related sicknesses. According to studies from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, these healthy greens are linked to a surprising number of outbreaks. It's a paradox, isn't it? The very food we turn to for vitamins and fiber can harbor invisible enemies. I want you to be informed, not scared. Knowledge is suk man, and knowing the risks is the first step to protecting yourself and your loved ones from harm. So, why are these green powerhouses number on the danger list? It's not the vegetable itself that is bad. The problem is how they are grown, harvested, and handled. Their large, textured surfaces and a complex journey from the farm to your fork create many opportunities for contamination. We are going to dive deep into how this happens. I will show you exactly what makes leafy greens so risky. More importantly, I will give you the tools you need to fight back and keep your kitchen safe. Your health is your most important asset, and I am here to help you protect it. Let's name the number one offender: leafy greens. This category includes all the good stuff you put in your salads. We are talking about romaine lettuce, iceberg lettuce, spinach, kale, arugula, and spring mixes. These are the vegetables that health experts, including me, tell you to eat more of. They are packed with vitamins A, C, and K, plus iron and fiber. They help your heart, your bones, and your digestion. So how can something so good for you be so bad? The issue isn't with the greens themselves, but with the dangerous bacteria they can sometimes carry. The main villains here are germs like E. coli, salmonella, and listeria. These are a few of the nasty bugs that can cause food poisoning. The symptoms are no joke. They can range from stomach cramps and diarrhea to much more serious problems, especially for young children, the elderly, or anyone with a weakened immune system. The CDC has tracked many foodborne illness outbreaks over the years, and leafy greens are consistently a top source. They are responsible for sickening thousands of Americans. It is a serious public health concern that we all need to be aware of. Think about the structure of a lettuce leaf or a spinach leaf. They have crinkles, folds, and large surface areas. These little nooks and crannies are perfect hiding spots for bacteria. Once the germs get on the leaves, they can be very difficult to wash off completely. Water alone might not be enough to get rid of them. The bacteria can cling tightly to the leaf's surface, surviving the journey from the farm, through the processing plant, to the grocery store, and finally into your home. This is why even pre-washed greens can sometimes still pose a risk if contamination occurred earlier. The statistics are quite eye-opening. Studies have shown that leafy greens are linked to about 1/5 of all foodborne illnesses from produce in the United States. That's a huge number for a food category we consider to be the cornerstone of a healthy diet. Outbreaks have been traced back to contaminated irrigation water on farms, contact with animals, or unsanitary conditions during processing and packaging. The long and complex supply chain means a small problem on one farm can affect millions of people across the country, making it a widespread issue that requires our full attention. So, how do these healthy greens pick up such dangerous hitchhikers? The journey in Phexia from farm to fork is long, and contamination can happen at any step. It often starts right in the field. Leafy greens are grown low to the ground. If the irrigation water used on the crops is contaminated with bacteria from animal waste, those germs can splash onto the leaves. Wild animals factores de risco or livestock from nearby farms can also wander into fields, leaving behind droppings that contain harmful pathogens like E. coli. This is contamination at the source, and it's the very first point of failure. Next, think about the harvest and processing. Human hands touch the greens during cutting, sorting, and packing. If workers don't follow strict hygiene rules like washing their hands properly, they can transfer germs to the produce. The equipment used for harvesting and chopping can also become contaminated. Imagine a large cutting machine processing thousands of pounds of lettuce. If one contaminated head of lettuce goes through, the bacteria can spread to everything that follows. This is how a small issue can quickly become a massive outbreak, affecting bags of salad sold in many different states. Then, there is the washing process. Many of us buy bags of pre-washed or triple-washed greens. This gives us a false sense of security. While the washing does remove a lot of dirt and some germs, it may not eliminate all of them. The water used in these large-scale washing systems can even become a source of cross-contamination. If a batch of contaminated greens enters the wash water, the bacteria can spread to all the clean greens that follow. The germs are resilient and can survive this process, remaining on the leaves when they are packaged and sent to your local grocery store. Finally, risk can even be introduced in your own kitchen. This is called cross-contamination. Let's say you use a cutting board to prepare raw chicken, which can carry salmonella. If you then use the same cutting board to chop your lettuce for a salad without washing it thoroughly with hot soapy water. First, you are transferring those dangerous germs directly to your ready-to-eat food. The same can happen with knives or even your hands. This is a critical step where you have a lot of control, and it's one of the easiest ways to prevent getting sick from your food. Now, for the good news. I don't want you to stop eating leafy greens. They are too important for your health. The key is to handle them with care. You have the power to make them safe. First, when you buy greens, choose ones that look fresh and crisp. Avoid any packages with slimy, wilted, or yellowing leaves, as this can be a sign that they are old and more likely to harbor bacteria. When you get home, store them in the refrigerator at 40 degrees Fahrenheit, or 4 degrees Celsius, or colder immediately. Keeping them cold slows the growth of any potential germs that might be present. Washing is your next line of defense. Even if the package says pre-washed, it is always a smart idea to wash your greens again. The safest way to do this is to separate the leaves and rinse them under cold, running water. Don't just soak them in a bowl, as this can allow germs from one leaf to spread to others. Gently rub the leaves with your fingers to dislodge any dirt or bacteria. After washing, dry them thoroughly with a clean cloth towel or a salad spinner. Bacteria love moisture, so removing excess water helps keep them safer for longer. Preventing cross-contamination in your kitchen is absolutely crucial. Always use separate cutting boards and utensils for raw meat, poultry, and seafood, and another set for ready-to-eat foods like leafy greens. If you only have one cutting board, wash it with hot, soapy water after each use, especially after it has touched raw meat. Wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water for at least 20 seconds before and after handling food. These simple steps create a powerful barrier against the spread of harmful bacteria and are essential for food safety. The safest way to consume leafy greens, especially for those who are more vulnerable, is to cook them. Cooking spinach, kale, or other greens to a temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit or 74 degrees Celsius will kill harmful bacteria like E. coli and salmonella. This makes them perfectly safe to eat. You can sauté, steam, or add them to soups and stews. By following these simple tips, buy fresh, store cold, wash well, avoid cross-contamination, and cook when possible, you can continue to enjoy all the amazing health benefits of leafy greens without the worry. Eat healthy, and more importantly, eat safe.